right.
Hey, are we ready, guys? Okay, have you got your pen, your paper, pencil, whatever you're working with? Okay, so I'm going to get your brains working because it's Mondays. We need to wake up those brains and fire them off. So as fast as you can, right, I want you to write down. You need to write down the sum and the answer. Okay, so for A, there are 5 sums, so 2 times 10 equals, and I want you to write 2 times 10 equals and the answer. Okay, now these are really simple, but there's a reason why we're doing them. Okay, so you're going to do A, B, and C, and you are going, do you understand what you need to do for C? So for A and B,
no, ma'am.
Okay, so A and B, you're going to write down the question and the answer there, quick. All right, for C, you're going to write down the answer. Well, you write down the question and the answer. Let me see if I can draw on my pen. Let's get my pen going. So you'd write 50 equals 5 times 10. Okay, so it's the multiple of 10. Right, so 50 is equal to 5 times 10. 60 would be equal to, someone tell me what 60 is equal to?
6 times 10.
There we go.
6 times 10.
6 times 10. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. All right. Okay, so as fast as you can, and then when you're finished, you write in the chat, finished or done. Okay, on your marks, go. And A, B, and C. Okay, so all 3 sections, A, B, and C. Question and answer, please. Cool, 2 people finished. No worries, Junior, glad you could get here.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, am I late or am I early?
You're a little bit late, but like only a tiny little bit late. So you're just going to get started with where we're at. So as fast as we can, you're going to write down the answers for A, B, and C that you can see on your screen. Okay.
Oh.
What's up?
Ma'am?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
so for number C, are we supposed to calculate it or just write the answer?
No, you're just going to write the answer like I've done over here for you. So like we did here, we said 50 is equal to 5 times 10.
Okay, ma'am.
For A and B, should you just write the 2 times 10 and then you answer? Or
Yes, please. 2 times 10
Okay.
equals and the answer.
okay, done that.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to give it 1 more minute. Don't worry if you haven't finished. I'm just going to give it 1 more minute.
Is this the first work we have done?
Yep.
Because I'm new.
Are you new? Welcome, welcome. So this is the first. So last week we did some other things, some other revisions, rounding off, and some and some operations. And today we're doing some multiplying and dividing.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm also new here.
Welcome.
Hello. Is your name Sindiswa?
No. Asemashe.
Asemahle. There we go. That's a beautiful name. Welcome, Asemahle.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, I think it's Tabo. Hello, Tabo.
I came late to the class. Can you explain what's happening?
Okay, so for those of you who've just come on, we are doing some brain warm-up work, and I'll explain the reason behind doing it in a minute, but you're going to write down as fast as you can 2 times 10 equals and what the answer is. So it's very simple stuff to start with. So 2 times 10 equals 20, 3 times 10, and so on. So for A and B, that's what you're doing. And then for C, you're breaking the numbers down into their multiple with 10. Okay, so 50 is equal to 10 times what? 10 times 5. 60 is equal to 10 times 6, or 6 times 10. Okay, so that's what we're busy doing at the moment. If you have finished, what I want you to do is I want you to give some thought to these questions that I've asked over here. Okay, can you see the questions I've asked? Okay, so what do you notice? And how do you think this can help us with maths? So what do you notice? And how can what you've noticed help us with maths? Okay, so give it some thought while we let some people catch up.
So, Miss Rebecca, so which are the questions are you talking about?
So these ones here, the ones that say, what do you notice about A, B, and C? And how do you think that can help us with maths?
Teacher Rebecca, before we answer that question, I hope our Watobians remember that their mics need to be muted and that they need to raise their hand if they would like to ask a question or answer one for you. Okay, guys, don't forget, you need to be on mute. So everybody make sure that you're muted and have a hand up if you need to ask or answer any question.
Okay, Faith, what did you want to ask?
Must we do C as well?
C as well, please, yes. Calvin, did you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
What's up?
For this question, what do you notice?
Mm-hmm.
Is that they're multiplying by 10, 100. And
That's one.
for C,
so
is that for C you have to
So just what pattern do you see in what we've been doing? Do you spot a pattern? There's lots of different things you might spot. Okay, but I'm just wanting to see if you can see any patterns. I'm going to talk about the patterns that people might see. Okay.
I think
don't worry if you
Lisette
don't
might be able to help us here. What do you think, Teacher Rebecca? I think she notices the same thing Calvin's noticed.
I think so.
But she might be able to help us here. Lisette, what do you think?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask if where it says what do you notice, do we have to answer it on our paper?
I just want you to think about it and then you're going to tell me. Okay. Because we're gonna have a conversation about it. All right. So let's quickly go through. Cynthia, did you want to ask something or give an answer, my love?
Ma'am, I wanted to tell the rule.
Okay, well, let's get to what I'll let you answer it in a second. Okay. Let's see if some other people can, as we're going through it, if some people can spot the pattern. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
2 times 10. 2 times 10 is, You can unmute and tell me, everybody.
20.
20.
Right,
20.
fabulous. Okay, and 3 times 10.
30.
30.
30.
Awesome. Fabulous. And 4 times 10.
40.
40.
And 7 times 10.
70.
And 10 times 10.
100.
Okay, fabulous. You guys rock. So tell me, has anyone spotted something that we did there? Can anyone spot a pattern? Cynthia, did you spot that pattern?
Ma'am,
Guys, don't forget hands up. Everyone on
Okay.
mute and hands up.
Right, Cynthia?
Ma'am, so for A, the pattern that we did was 1-digit number times a 2-digit number.
Mm-hmm.
And we're using
Oh, is she muted? I think she may be muted.
Oh, did you mute yourself by mistake? You've disappeared.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to carry on?
Yes, ma'am. I was saying, so we're timesing with a 1-digit number, and then we also timesing with a 2-digit number. So it's the ones place and the tens place.
Okay, so we spotted we're going to have an answer in the tens because we're multiplying by 1 by 2. Okay, very good. Did anyone spot a different pattern? Tabo, did you
ma'am,
spot a pattern?
ma'am, every time in every sum here, all the numbers went from multiplied, the numbers that you times in the unit by multiplied by 10. From
Okay,
A
so we
to B.
multiply. Good. Okay, so we multiply them all by 10 for A. Good. And look at our answers. What do you notice about our answer? So I'm going to highlight quickly. I'm going to highlight one to give you a clue. And let's use a different color.
Ma'am,
What do you notice about our answer, Lesedi? You unmute, my darling. Can you unmute for me?
She's still writing, so I'm wondering if we can ask someone.
I was saying that one of the kids asked what I wanted to ask.
I'm struggling to hear you, Lesedi. I think you're breaking up a little bit there. We'll try you again just now. Okay. Chimologo, what do you see?
Ma'am, you took the number that you multiplied by 2 and just added a 0.
I added a 0. Fabulous. Okay. So for all of these, right, I took my unit that I'm multiplying. Okay. And when I multiplied it by 10, all I did was I added a 0 to the end of my unit. Okay. And that helped me get to my new answers. That's my quick way of working it out. Okay. So when I multiplied by 10, what did I add?
0.
When I multiply by 10, I add a 0 to my answer, okay, or to my digit. Okay, 10 has got 1 0, and so I add 1 0. Okay, so let's have a look quickly at timesing by 100. Right, 2 times 100. Everybody unmute and tell me 2 times 100 is
200.
200.
fabulous. Right, 3 times 100.
300.
4 times 100.
400.
400.
7 times 100.
700.
700.
And 10 times 100.
1,000.
1,000. Okay, so who can spot? So now that we've looked at the tens, who can spot what my pattern is for the hundreds? What's my pattern for the hundreds? Tabo.
You add
Ma'am? Ma'am, I didn't raise my hand, ma'am.
Oh, is your hand raised from earlier? Do you want to put it down? There we go.
Yes, ma'am, I put it down.
Okay, fabulous. Okay. Kelvin, do you want to tell us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go for it.
First we're going like in multiples of hundreds, and then you went 700.
Okay. So
And then you
what
went to 1,000.
okay, so I'm working in multiples of 100. Thank you very much. That's very useful. Thank you. Jolie, am I saying your name right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to tell us what you spotted?
Yes, ma'am. You add 2 zeros at the end of your answer.
I'm adding 2 zeros
2 zeros.
to the digit that I am multiplying by, right? So for 700, I've got the 7. There's my 7. And I add on 2 zeros because I'm multiplying by 100. Do you all see that? Okay. Faith,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
Faith, why do I add
Yes,
2
ma'am.
zeros?
Yes, ma'am.
Happy days. Faith, why must I add 2 zeros?
Because it's multiplied by 100.
Because it's multiplied by 100, and 100 has got how many zeros in it?
Then 2 zeros.
2 zeros. Okay, so then the question is, if I was multiplying by 1,000, how many zeros would I add?
3 zeros.
And 10,000. There we go. And if I was multiplying by 10,000, how many zeros would I add?
4.
4 zeros.
4. Fabulous. Okay. Thank you, whoever that was. Okay, so how do you think this can be useful for us? How is this going to be? Okay, just mute yourselves, guys. And then just put your hand up if you want to talk to us. Right. How is this useful in maths? How is this going to make our lives a little bit faster or a little bit more useful? If you can tell me. Listen.
Ma'am?
Okay, let's go with Amahulam.
Ma'am, it's much more simpler, ma'am, because ma'am, instead of saying actually calculating, ma'am, you can just times the first 2 numbers, then ma'am add the zeros behind each number.
Exactly. Okay, it makes our life go a lot faster when we're multiplying by a multiple of 10, because all we do is we multiply the first 2 digits and then add on the number of zeros that we need on the end. Okay, so which makes life so much faster, and then we don't have to sit with a calculator or sit and do some long calculations. So we're going to try something quickly. All right, so if we want to calculate, so ignore the traffic light ones. I'm going to zoom in actually, but you can't see them. Haha. All right. If I want to calculate 11 times 300, okay, how many zeros will do I know my answer is going to have?
2.
Well, it's going to have 2 because I'm multiplying by 100. Okay, so it's going to have 2 zeros on my end. Yep. And now what's left? 11 times 3, right?
1,100.
And what's 11 times 3?
33.
3,000. 33,000.
33.
It's 33. And so what's my new answer?
3,300.
3,300. You see how much faster it was?
3,300.
3,300. So you see how fast it was when we could break it up into the hundreds. Okay, guys, just mute yourselves, please. When we could break up the 300 into times by 100 and by 3. Okay, it makes life super, super, super fast when we can do it like that. Okay, and that's really useful because in maths, we want to have as many different tricks as we can have up our sleeve to solve things as quickly and accurately as we can, right? So there's lots of different ways we can do that, but we want to find the fastest way. And this is a really fast way of multiplying tens, hundreds, and thousands. So I'm going to challenge you. Okay. We're going to practice. Have a look at these. Do these look like ones you can manage? Ooh.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
You think so?
ma'am.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
see how
I've
it
got this,
goes.
ma'am. Yeah, I've
Yes,
also got my
ma'am.
paper and
No,
my pen.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Guys, we can do
Hey,
this, right? We've
Now,
got
can you
this.
start?
Let's go.
Ma'am,
we've
this
got
is
this, guys.
torture. This is torture.
No, it's
No,
not
it
torture.
is
It's
not.
Monday. It's
And
exciting.
we're going to be able to do it. It's going to be so easy. Okay, I've got my pen ready and my paper. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Okay, off you go. You all the greens first, then the yellows, then the red if you get there. We're going to give 2 minutes for the greens.
What? Done?
All of them. No calculator, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I'm impressed.
Calculator.
Ma'am, your
No
trick,
calculator.
ma'am, your trick is very much easier when you're doing it that way.
It is, isn't it?
Yes,
I love
ma'am.
this trick. I love this trick. It's my favorite trick with maths.
Done, ma'am.
Excellent.
Done, ma'am.
Hey, we've got some guys who are cooking tonight, hey?
Hi guys, how are you guys faster than me? And I'm a math teacher. Wait, ma'am, wait, I'm not finished.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
I'm done.
Done, ma'am. Ma'am, are we supposed to do the yellow light?
You can give the yellow a try while we're waiting, yeah?
Oh, we mustn't do the yellow yet.
No, you can do the yellow.
Ma'am, done.
Ma'am, can we do the
Done.
yellow part?
Do the yellow ones as well while we wait. Okay, remember when you finished, then you can just say done in the chat. Okay, so we don't distract everyone who's concentrating. Just write done in the chat section when you finished, or do a smiley face or a thumbs up or something. Okay. Otherwise, people who are thinking can't think clearly because there's too much chatting going on.
Ma'am, so you were serious when you said Watobe loves emojis.
We really do love emojis. We proper love emojis.
Ma'am, I'm done with all of them.
Well done. Okay, so let's have a look at the green ones to start with. Right. So 8 times 100. Edwina, who's not Edwina? I know Edwina's name isn't Edwina.
800.
800. Okay, because we said 8 and we stuck 2 zeros on the end because we're multiplying by 100 and we get 800. Okay. 12 times 30. 12 times 30. Jolie?
3,600.
Oh, let me just
360.
360. Right, so we know it's going to end in a 0. So 12 times 3 is 36, and we put a 0 on the end, and we've got 360. Okay, next one, very good. Oh, I'm not sure how to say Michelingrid. I don't think I said that right.
I think it's just a Miche.
Oh, is it a Michelin? Okay, Michelin. How do I do the third one?
You say 25 times 400 gives you 10,000.
Good, so 25 times 4 gives me 100. And then I need to put my 2 zeros on the end. And I end up with 10,000. Right, who managed to get all 3 of those correct? Hands up if you got them all correct. Let's see who got them all 3 correct.
Oh, I got them right, all of them.
Awesome. Oh, guys, I'm so proud of you. This is amazing. And this is a new skill for some of you, which is brilliant. Okay, yellows. Let's have a look at the yellows. Right, 40 times 60. I'm going to help you with the first one. Right, I'm going to take 4 times 6, which is 24. And then I've got 1, 2 zeros all together. So I'm going to put 2 zeros on the end. Sorry, that 0 looks a bit like a 6. My hand slipped. Okay, so I end up with 2,400. Can I see a smiley face in the chat section if you got it? Okay, Wetiwe, what did you want to say?
Ma'am, I disconnected to my other phone. So I'm
Okay.
connected to this one. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
As long as you can see, then we're all good.
Okay.
Okay, fabulous. You guys are rocking. Okay, so Bukhari, did I say that correctly? Bukhari,
Ma'am,
can you?
50 times 7,000, ma'am, equals to 35,000.
Oh, let's check. 5 times 7 is
I think
35.
can we ask Faith to answer? She's dying to give us the
Has
answer.
Faith been holding her hand up the whole time? Right, Faith,
She's
go
been
for it.
holding her hand up the entire time. And
Sorry,
she's like,
Faith, I can't go all the way through my grid. Faith, let's hear it, Faith. Oh, you muted, my love.
Ma'am, it's 350,000.
350,000. Good. So 5 times 7 is 35, and I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros there, and then 1, 2, 3, and I end up with 350,000. Well done, Faith. Thank you very much. Good job to all of you who got that. I'm so impressed. I don't know about you, Coco, but these guys are getting it faster than I thought they would.
most of them got them faster than I did. So
clearly it's the young brain thing going on. All these brains are still half asleep. Okay.
I think so.
I think. Watiwe, do you want Watiwe, do you want to try the red one? This was a tricky one.
Oh, ma'am, would you put your
TV's
hand down?
disappeared. Okay, not a problem. Kelvin, do you want to try it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go for it.
Mom, should I say the method which I've been using?
Say the method that you're using, yeah.
Okay, first I do put the golden 0, and then I say 2 times 0 to 0, and then 0. So there'll be
Okay, hang 10. Okay, Kelvin, can I stop you a second, because you're using a slightly different method to me. So I think your method is probably working really well for you, but I don't want to confuse everybody else in the group by doing a different method right now. Is that all right?
Ma'am, the answer is
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so hold on, let's see if Kelvin can give us the answer. So what answer did you get?
Answer is 1,350,000.
Good. So 1,350,000. Well done. Okay. I'm very, very, very impressed. Who managed to get that one right? Hands up or emoji in the chat. Who managed to get the red one correct? A thumbs up. Hey, guys.
And my emojis are still downloading.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. Next
You
time
can
you
type
can
in the meantime.
give us all the emojis next time.
Yes.
Okay.
Thousands of emojis.
All the emojis.
Sure. Wow, guys. Okay, I think you're ready for the next step. Are you? Are we ready? I think so. Okay. So we are going to switch over to the inverse. Who can tell me what's the inverse of multiplication? Bushle, what's the inverse of multiplication?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, it's division.
It's division. Okay, the inverse of multiplication is division. Okay, so we're going to have a look and see how we can use this method to do some dividing. Okay, So, like we did in the beginning, we've got a bit of brain breaks. If you want to stand up and have a little wriggle and a jiggle and a shake, then have a stand up and a wriggle and a jiggle and a shake. Otherwise, we are going to see if we can figure out the inverse and see what we notice. Right. So 20 divided by 10, 30 divided by 10, 40 divided by 10, 70 divided by 10, 100 divided by 10. And then B, we've got some more. And we're dividing by 100. And then we've got some ones where we're dividing by 1,000. Okay, so remember, when you finished, you just type done in the chat. A, B, and C. And see if you can spot the rule.
Ma'am, should we write that?
What are you writing?
Fast as you can write down.
No, you don't have to write the instruction.
Okay.
That's just there so you don't forget what to do. One more minute. Some people's brains are sparking this evening.
I'm loving some of your emojis, guys. Don't forget, guys, you can add emojis. I'm enjoying them.
I like that one, Samanya. But clearly, of course, you can just write the answers as long as you can spot the pattern while you're working with just the answers. Okay, 30 more seconds.
Ma'am, I'm done.
Awesome. Okay, I am going to ask, I'm going to pick on some people now because there's some people that haven't been speaking very much. Let's see. Lily. I'm not sure if you are Lily. That's what you're labeled as.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, is your name Lily?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Lily, can you tell us what is the answer to A, the first one for A?
20 divided by 10 equals to 2.
Okay, and the next one as well?
30 divided by 10 equals to 3.
Good, and the next one?
40 divided by 10 equals to 4.
And the next one?
70 divided by 10 equals to 7.
And the last one?
100 divided by 10 equals to 10.
Fabulous, thank you very much, Lily.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ngozi, did you pick up a pattern? You muted if you have.
Ma'am, I didn't hear the answers.
Okay, the answers are on the screen.
That's for all the dividing, they only are units except 100 divided by 10.
Okay, so for all of them, there's only units. So what did we lose in each of them?
0.
We've lost a 0 for each of them. So when we're dividing by 10, okay, so just like when we, I need to move it out of the way so I can get my pen. When we're multiplying by 10, we added a 0, but when we're dividing, we lose a 0. So we say 0 there, and they cancel each other out, okay? So if you have 1 0 in the, because you're dividing by 10, then you lose a 0 in the number you're dividing, okay? So here we have 30 divided by 10. So the 10 0 cancels out the 30 0, okay? And again, we had a 40 divided by 10. The 0 from the 10 cancelled out the 0 in the 40, okay? All right. Okay, so let's see. Did I see earlier Windows PC? Windows PC, I'm pretty sure that's not your name. Somebody is labeled as Windows PC. Who are you? Can you talk? Can you see where your username is? I'd love to know what your real name is. Okay, I'm not sure. I wonder if it is Watobe, because he was joining on 2. Okay.
No, ma'am, it's not me.
Is it not you, Watobe?
No.
Oh, okay. There's someone called Windows PC. So Windows PC, you can just pop in the chat if it is you and let us know your actual name so we don't keep calling you Windows, because I'm pretty sure that's not your name. Okay. It'd be nice to know your actual name. All right, but while we're waiting, Paul, can you give me the answers for section B? Paul?
Hi.
Hi, my love. Can you give us the answers for section B?
The answer is 2.
2, and the next one?
3.
There we go. 300 divided by 100 is 3. And the next one?
4.
And the next one?
7.
And the last one?
10.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
And Tochamo, can you tell me what did we do there?
Hi.
Hello, what did we do when we were working out those answers? What did we do? We divided by 100, which meant we did what to the number?
We took away the zeros, and by the last one, we took away only 1 0.
Did we only take 1 0 away?
Yes. I mean 2 0, sorry.
We took 2 zeros, okay? Because 100 has got 2 zeros in it. So we take that 0 cancels out that 0, and that 0 cancels out that 0. Okay, so we can only get rid of the same number on both sides, right? So if we have 50,000 divided by 100, There's only 2 zeros and 100, so we can only take 2 zeros away from the 50,000. Okay, well done.
Yes.
I think you guys are getting the hang of this, hey? All right, and we've
Yes,
got
ma'am.
awesome. So can we move on? I don't need to do C, do we?
No, ma'am.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Ma'am, we
No.
do need to do see.
Ma'am, but
we
what
do
if you
need to-
have already done
Ma'am,
it?
Ma'am, we need
should
to do it for
do
clarification.
For clarification, right?
Okay.
So very quickly, for clarification, I'm going to put the answers on. Okay. So 7,000 divided by 1,000 is 7. 9,000 divided by 1,000 is 9. 30,000 divided by 10 by 1,000. We can only get rid of that 0, cancels out that one. That one cancels out that one. That one cancels out that one. And we get left with 30. And with 400,000 divided by what? 10,000. Did you spot my trick?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, see, only one. Yes, ma'am. Thanks, Coco. So one.
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ah, that one goes.
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Now we
ma'am.
spotted. That one goes there, and this one goes
Yes, ma'am.
there. And we are left with
40.
40.
40.
Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to try using this method. Okay, so you can cancel out as many as you have on the right hand side. You can cancel out on the left hand side. Okay, so we're going to practice these ones. We're going to try 2 because this is a bit more of a difficult one. Okay, so if we're dividing by 9,000, we've got 3 zeros on this side and we've got 3 on this side. So they're not quite nice and easy. They cancel each other out. So I'm going the wrong way around, but that's okay. And what do I get left with? 72 divided by 9. And 72 divided by 9 is 8. And there's my answer. It's 8. And I don't have to do any of that long division stuff. I don't have to do any of that long division stuff. There's my answer. That's it. Done. Right? Finished.
Mind blowing.
Oh, I know, right? You see why I was so excited
Ma'am?
for you guys to learn this? Yes.
Ma'am, they taught me that last year.
Awesome. I'm very glad. But some teachers don't like shortcuts and they don't teach the kids shortcuts. But I'm all about shortcuts.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am?
Who's mamming me? There's 2 people mamming me.
Lesedi.
Okay, Lesedi, what's up?
Ma'am, all along I've been using the long method.
Ah, so is this a bit life-changing for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I'm very glad to hear it. Okay, so now let's have a look at the next one. It's a little bit more different. Right, here we've only got 2 zeros, and on the side there's 3. So we're going to cancel out that one with that one. And that one is going to cancel out that one. But now we know our answer is going to end in a 0. So we put that 0. Oh, let's find my pen again. Where's it gone? Hello, pen. Come back. There it is. That 0 is there. Okay.
Ma'am, can I say the answer?
Yes, say the answer. 81 divided by 9 is?
It's
90.
90.
90.
90 is the total answer. And see how quick that was.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's
That's very quick.
Yes, ma'am. Very quick.
Which is awesome. So I'm going to give you, I think, 3 minutes because it's a little bit harder than the multiplying. We're going to take 3 minutes and we're going to do these. So start with the green. I'm going to leave those there so you can still see what we did. You start with the green, then you go into the yellow, and then you go onto the red. Okay, off you go.
May you please give me can you please give me 1 minute extra because I was opening for my brother the door.
You can have 1 minute extra for sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure. Off you go. So guys, just remember to stay muted while we're not talking to you so that you don't we don't distract others, because sometimes our neighbors have dogs that bark and all sorts of noise in the background, and we have little brothers and sisters who shout, who are making a noise. So we just keep everybody muted so that we don't have a massive noise going on.
Just type. Ma'am, I'm done.
Awesome. Remember, we're just going to type done in the comments box when you're finished. Okay.
Ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, are we only supposed to do the green one?
Nope, you can move on to the orange and the red when you finish the green.
Okay, ma'am.
And give it 30 more seconds. Okay, all right, let's move on. Otherwise, we're going to run out of time to go through these all. Okay, so the green ones, I'm going to do the first one, and then I'm going to call for volunteers to do. Maybe my pen has switched itself off. Let's see. There we go. Right. So we have got 1 0 on that side and 1 0 on that side. And so our answer is 24 divided by 1, which is 24. Hello, pen. 24. Okay. Next one. That sounds like someone got it right. That's exciting. The next one, Neo. Neo, can you talk us through the next one? Neo's hiding. Okay, Mahluli, do you want to give it a try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mahluli, talk to me.
Take out the 2 zeros and then divide 50 by 5.
Okay, I'm going to take off my 2 zeros, and my pen is getting very sticky today. I'll take out my 2 zeros, and 50 divided by 5, which is equal to?
10.
10. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mahluli. Okay,
No problem, ma'am.
And the next
Sorry,
one,
ma'am.
Neo.
Ma'am, you're gonna cancel 2 zeros.
Yeah.
And then you will see that You only left with 1 0, and then your answer will be 50.
It'll be 50 because 25 divided by 5 is 5.
50.
There we go. We've got the 0 that we pulled over. Very good. How quick, guys? How quick? Right. Mikle, do you want to try the orange one?
No, ma'am, I'm fine.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Ethel,
Ma'am, can I try it?
who's talking?
Asemahle wants to try this one.
Okay, Asemahle. Sorry, I can't see all of you when your my grid only shows 4 people, so I can't see who's talking all the time. Okay, Asemahle, let's see what you've got.
You take out the 2 zeros.
Okay. Yep, sorry.
And then there's a
Yep.
And then there's a 0 left.
Okay.
And then you say 6 divided by 24, which equals to 4.
Good. Okay, or the other way around. Okay, so when we read from left to right, so 24 divided by 6, which is going to give me 4. And you get 40. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Well done. Good job. Okay. And let's have a look at the last one. Akona, do you want to give us the last one?
Ma'am, are we going to do a quiz today?
No, there's no quiz today. Quizzes on Wednesdays. Okay. So quizzes on Wednesdays. All right, so let's have a look. I'm going to do this last one. So there's 1, that can cancel that one. This one cancels out that one. Third 0 cancels out that third 0. We have 1 0 left. So we're going to pop our 0 in. Oh no. Sorry guys, I'm having all sorts of funny, weird issues going on. Ah, there you go. And then we have 55 divided by 5, which is 11. And so my answer is 110. And there's my answer. So guys, does this help? Is this useful method?
Yes, ma'am. This is the easiest method. I think that's the best for multiplication. Although there's other ones, but I like some of us may prefer this one as it's the easiest one, so that we don't have to do the long multiplication. But ma'am, what happens if the teacher says for the working out we have to do show all working out long multiplication, like the whole set?
So if your teacher says in a test that she or he wants to see all the working out and you have to use long multiplication, then you must use the method that they ask you for. Okay, so always follow the instructions in a test. If they say use any method, then you can use this method. Okay, but if they say they want to see you doing long multiplication, then you must do the long multiplication. But then you can check your answer by doing this method. Okay, so then you can check whether your long multiplication is right by doing this one. Okay, guys, we are pretty much out of time. So next lesson before I hand over to Teacher Coco. I know this lesson has flown by. I can't believe it. Next week, we're going to look, Wednesday actually, we're going to look at multiples and factors, just what they are. And then the words ascending and descending, because some people struggled with that, the quiz last week. And then we're going to have a look at order of operations, or BODMAS. Okay, so our main focus is going to be BODMAS. And so that's operations inside BODMAS. Oh, I like hearing that, yes. And then we'll just look at the vocab of what multiples, factors, ascending and descending mean. Okay, and then we'll have a quiz next week as well. Right, so guys, you have been amazing tonight. I'm so impressed.
We all do the topic of ratios and percentages and
we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Definitely going to get there. Okay, that's just not this unit. All right, but we are getting there.
Ma'am,
okay.
Can I ask you something when we're done?
Yes, you can. So stay on the line when we've dismissed everyone else, but I'm going to hand over to Teacher Coco so that she can tell you what she needs to tell you.
Yes, thank you so much, Teacher Rebecca. Oh, that was so fun. Like, I think that was better than my class when I was in grade 7. I think that was so much better than my actual class. So I really did enjoy that. Thank you, Teacher Rebecca. I'm just going to share my screen quickly because we need to go through a couple of things. And I'm already seeing 2 hands raised. I'm seeing Litsedi. I'm seeing Faith. I need 2 more hands raised because I'm going to ask you guys to read something for me. I see an Idni. I hope I pronounced your name right, and Nokwanda. So that's why I'm going to cut it off. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I've got my 4 people. Okay, I'm going to share my screen quickly. All right, and then I'm just going to do a slideshow quickly. All right, so this is Welcome to Watobe, and you don't have to tell any of the other grades, but we are kind of the coolest, nicest grade. So don't let the other grades know, but we know that we are the best grade at Watobe. All right, guys, we're going to go through a couple of rules, and I want Lesedi to read rule number 1 for me. What does rule number 1 say, Lesedi? Can you unmute and tell me?
Rule number 1 says mute and raise.
Okay, and that is our motto, guys. If I haven't taught you anything, because Teacher Rebecca actually teaches the classes, it's to mute your mic and raise the hand. Do we all know where to find the little emoji where you can raise your hand?
Yes,
We all know
ma'am.
where to do that.
Yes.
Don't need you guys to go have a look on your Zoom app and figure out where that raise button is, because you guys are going to be using that a lot. All right, Faith, can you read the next one for me, please? What does it say? Number 2.
If you don't get picked to answer, you can pop your quick answer in the chat.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Faith. If you don't get picked to answer a question, you guys can just quickly write it in the chat, and then whoever's answering, even if they're not quite sure, they can kind of use your answers to help them along as they're going. All right, number 3, Idni, you're up. What is number 3?
Log into watobe.co.za. Always have your logins ready.
Good. Always have your logins ready. If you don't know your logins, you probably already do have them because your parents signed you up and you are able to get into this class. So you definitely have logins. If I'm talking to you right now, I 100% guarantee you guys, you have logins. And the reason why I need you to have your logins ready is because I see Olarato. Olarato, can you tell me why do we need our logins ready? Number 4.
Because on Wednesday is quiz day.
Thank you, because Wednesday is quiz day. And the only way you guys can actually do the quiz is if you're logged into Watobe. Okay, you guys need to be logged into watobe.co.za in order to take the quiz. And you're going to be able to take the quiz at the end of the lesson on Wednesday. So don't run away. And you guys are going to be ready for that quiz because you'll have your logins, and Teacher Rebecca is going to teach you all these cool tricks and things, and it's going to be so easy for you guys to answer this quiz. Okay, that is it from me. Thank you so much. Who's feeling confident about dividing and multiplying big numbers now? I mean, me first. Me. Guys, that was so easy. I can't believe there's such a method. I was also using the long way, guys, so I also learned something today. This was so awesome. Thank you so much, Teacher Rebecca. Remember, guys, if you want, you can always come in a few minutes early and you can have a bit of a chat with us before we start the lesson. You guys, Zintle played us the flute today, guys. That was so awesome. So if you want to show us any of your talents, you can come in at like 10 to 5 and you can share all of your wonderful talents with us and tell us a little bit about yourself. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We're all going to unmute and say bye-bye to Teacher Rebecca. Thank you, Teacher Rebecca. Bye-bye.
Bye.